There, welcome back. So we're still in the geometry. As usual, you have the link in the video description, but now let's move to the other part. So we studied briefly, how I generated this geometry. Okay, I used those drawings and so on and a sketch on top. So hopefully now you can follow the workflow and do your own work. For instance, for those doing airplanes, this is the way to do it. I have done very complex airplanes in the same way. So actually we have a tutorial on that as well. But what I would like to address now, it is the propeller. Okay, it's a nice propeller. And just to show you something that at the beginning I did, okay, let me add the propeller to put it into motion. I was really lazy and I put something, no, it was very sloppy. And it's not a nice propeller. No, it's quite, do this one is very straightforward. Okay, you can imagine just extrusion and that's all. But I say, okay, let's do something more elegant, a proper propeller. And this is what I want to address, okay, how I did it, but also to show you, all the surfaces that I mentioned in the previous video that I saved. So we're going to revisit that. So of this workflow, I'm going to focus only in the propeller, okay? We know the whole, and let me go here. And I think this is something about here should be, okay, I think, okay, whole plane, okay, sketch. Okay, so what is happening here? So I have my geometry, and let's say that I want to put my propeller there at my shaft. So basically, here's where we have the previous geometry. Up to this point was what I showed you previously. Okay, so by the way, everything is parametrical, so you change something and it will automatically update. So now we move here. I created a reference plane, so this plane is just splitting in the middle. So remember that you need these are construction surfaces, extremely important. So in this case, let me select this point, and automatically will create a surface in the middle. No, I didn't create it. Let me select. So for instance, go like this, select the midpoint, and I think it will create it there in the midpoint. So have that in mind. Now create all those surfaces. Okay, there you have many options how to create it. Follow those steps, how to create different. So here, this surface passed in the midpoint of this line. Okay, so actually, let's see how I create. Say edge, point, and normal. Actually, okay, you select the edge, the point in the middle, and that's all. The next step, it is a sketch, and this is my sketch. So you can get an idea what I was doing here. So let me enter and see that I'm defining an angle. And let me show here. Bam, 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 bam. Show this case that no, this too. Okay, so this is the chaff. If you recall the final, and let me go here. This one. What we have is this. That chaff. It is on an angle. I define it there. So it's up to you. So I'm not a naval engineer. I don't know if that shaft should be an angle, whatever. I just put it to do something. So it's up to you. So you can go change it. Let me put 20, and you're going to have something entirely different. And just to show you that the scenes are fully parametrical. So let me go here. And there you go. Okay, so probably you need to stand there. But in any case, I was where I was. I think I was here. So that's it. No, and it wasn't that. It was this sketch. Let me put in 5, then distance from the top. So I constrain everything. Look at that. These are construction lines also. Recall that you can define. So these are support geometries that I have. So now I move, and what I did, okay, look at that. I have another sketch. So in this support geometry, I attach a circle. This is the diameter of the shaft, and then I will do the extrusion. Okay. I do an extrusion, this small segment, and this is where the propeller we're going to create it. Okay, so this was one of the ways I found to do it, but there is no right or wrong. Okay, remember there are many ways to do it. Probably taking the longest path, or probably the shortest. I don't know. It's the one that I feel more comfortable with. So look at that. This helix option that you have here. Okay, you have many options here. Okay, it's very powerful. These options are extremely powerful, I have to point out, but I'm going to use helix. So basically it's creating this helix line here. So you can define, change that, and you can see the behavior 0.1 or 1. This case was 0.3. Okay, so basically I created a line there, a helix, and that geometry, start angles, turns. You have many options, so you can control pitch angle, turns and pitch. It's up to you. But basically, this is what we have. Okay, so using that, in my next step, okay, and let me in. Okay, there you go, the line. Let me attach now a line in that point. Okay, so support plane, I know that I project this point, this line is attached. So now you can get an idea. I will do an extrusion of this line following this. Okay, so here you have sweep. Okay, select the sketch. So I'll make it a little bit larger here just to force the boolean, follow the path, and that's it. You have it there. Okay. Then the next, let me do some extrusion there. Select the face, another extrusion. Here, a fillet. So look at that. Again, ways to do things. So I am in this step. What you can do is create a sphere, then do the boolean, or do the fillet with the same diameter and it's equivalent to that operation. No? So since different ways to do things. So probably you will feel more comfortable doing your semi hemisphere there. It's up to you. Any case. Then we have thicken here. There is another option, and that one where is okay here. Thicken this one. So basically, I go here and select that surface. Recall that this step was a surface, but now with this one we can add thickness, and now you have a solid. Okay, recall this is a surface. There is nothing wrong with the surface, and I can use this surface to create my propeller using snappyHexMesh, but using zero thickness, no surfaces, it's very tricky to do meshes, and we will start to talk there about baffles and that stuff that is tricky to control. Okay, we have an advanced tutorial just specific for that because it can be tricky. But let's say in reality, our propeller will have a thickness, assign the thickness, now fill it. Let me add some feedback and look at this step. So look at that now, it starts to look like a propeller. You have this, add the fillet at the edge, at the faces there. Then I added another fillet to round it there. Nice. And now circular pattern. You have circular pattern somewhere here, but here. So basically this circular pattern, take the original one and put whatever you want. So you can put 6, probably. Okay, so you can try to do and then do your parametrical studies, see which propeller is more efficient. Okay, so I will leave it in 3, and that's all. So see that it's relatively easy to create that propeller. So in a few operations, now you have your solid, you know your geometry, you know your thickness, you have an idea of you know your background mesh, how many refinement levels you will need to solve this curvature, everything you have now an idea because you are doing your geometry. Then here, more operations, Boolean to have a single solid, do extrusion, and that's all. Okay, and to this point, we have already geometry. Then we can do Boolean this with this and create some extra surfaces. So let me skip here, then later you follow that. So basically, this is what we have. At the end, and let me go here. Boolean, this is a Boolean, and you create that single geometry. And then the second one, another support plane here, do an sketch, cylinder, and this will be the cylinder that I'm going to use now to put into rotate, the sliding meshes. And this is it. At this point, you have everything. You can start to export bodies. So you have hole, right click, export. Then the propeller, right click, export, and then the cylinder, right click, export. You have it there, your 3 geometries. Now, the next step that I want to show you that I selected all surfaces because I knew that, okay, probably will have some edges here and there, probably will like to add some refinement in the trailing edge here. Okay, so how do we do that? Because here I have a single surface, so I want to select one specific region. So basically I created all these offsets. So see here that you have all offset. Let me hide here, and if I click click, and show. I selected all my surfaces, okay? I'm offsetting everything, zero thickness, and now I can export single surfaces and I can have region control, okay? You can do that also. You can assemble. We have studied that you can assemble your STL and so on. It's not a good idea. It would be better to take it and then using Mesh Mixer, you can do this subdivision that I will show you, but it's up to you. Okay, so now we go other step here. I do this extrusion just to show you. I created an edge. So here, this is sketch, straight line. Take that straight line and look at my logic. I remember this logic. I did this extrusion and then using that edge, split that face. So let me go back. Here is this one. Say that you create this surface, use this one to split this. Okay, so now I have access to the portion of the leading edge. And voila. So this is my logic. Here also is one. We're done. So these surfaces, all of them are exported, and we're going to have control here in the front face, in the back. Okay, if you want to have control somewhere else, okay, look at that. You have it also here. It's up to you. Okay, so this is our workflow. Take your time, familiarize the steps. Okay, if you want, you can put two propellers there, whatever is up to you. Measure since. Now look at that, this line, what I was mentioning is small, no, 32 millimeters. Okay, so there will be some problems, but due to precision, so it might be better to scale everything. But in any case, it doesn't matter, just to show off. So at this point, I think we're done with the geometry. We have everything. Let's move now to Mesh Mixer, okay, just to show you something, and then we can go and revisit in a Snappy. So thank you, and see you next video.